morning, Ms. Del Sesto. Can you state your name and spell your last for the record?
My name is Devin Del Sesto, D-E-L-S-E-S-T-O.
Where are you from?
I'm from right here in Midland, traveling around a bit, going to school, but I found myself right back here in Midland.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a Black Creek student. I saw this great motivational speaker, Terry Chapin, who said we find inner peace through serving others, and I thought I could find an inner peace being a bellhop.
And what do you do as a bellhop?
Well, I serve our customers. I valet cars, I take food up to rooms, I get baggage. I like it.
Do you know Miss Avery Bancroft?
I do everything else. And she was also working on a casino proposal recently.
How do you know about that?
Well, I heard her talking about it a few times.
Okay. Can you tell me about that?
The first time I heard it, it was the middle of February. I was valeting cars, and she was nice enough to stop and ask how my weekend was, and then I didn't get to say much before her phone rang. She said, "Thanks for calling me back. I'm putting together the proposal, and I really want to get this done. If you're for sale, I'm willing to pay the price, whatever it is. I just want to get this sorted out."
Okay. And will you recognize Miss Bancroft in court today?
Yeah, I do. She's sitting at the end. She's wearing a black shirt.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant correctly.
Will reflect.
Okay. Now, Ms. Del Sesto, you said you heard about the proposal a few times. Can you tell me about the next time?
Well, the next time, I just got off work, and there was an order for a wine and cheese plate to room 312. So I figured I'd take it up, and I was met by the head of security. It was pretty strange. It's like going to the airport. He checked.
Objection, Your Honor. It's a lack of personnel. We have heard from the foundation and our information that Ms. Del Sesto knows how proper security measures are taken at the Black Rock Casino, or whether or not this was in fact unusual. She's not able to testify to whether or not this fits the norm of situations or breaks that norm, Your Honor.
Response.
This is her radically based perception. This is what she was feeling and thinking at the time, and she felt that it was unusual.
Your Honor,
Yes.
in order for her to make a rationally based perception, facts have to be given as to how she would be able to judge whether or not something was in fact strange. We have no knowledge of whether or not this witness has experienced situations similar to this before that follow a different pattern. She hasn't testified that she has the knowledge to make this rationally based perception, and therefore it is inadmissible, Your Honor.
Do you have a response to that?
I'll continue.
Can she testify to other meetings that she's seen at the casino?
Well, may I lay foundation?
Sure. Your objection is overruled for now, but if they don't lay the proper foundation, you may re-object.
Yes, sir.
Now, have you seen other gatherings or meetings in the casino before?
I've seen a few. I'm sorry. I've seen a few meetings in the hotel, but much as I've taken up room service, I've never really seen security like that.
Okay. So then when you saw this meeting, or when you delivered room service and Hoyt checked the cheese plate, what did you think about this?
I just thought it was really strange.
I would like to bring this in for our objection.
Do you have a response?
I'll continue. Okay. So,
In which case it's sustained.
Move to strike that testimony, Your Honor.
It is stricken.
no, Ms. Del Sesto, who did you see at the meeting?
Well, when I went in, I saw Mickey Keaton, Avery Bancroft, and her assistant Corey Hyde, and Chase Covington.
What did you see in the meeting?
I wasn't in there long, so I didn't see much. I just saw that Chase Covington has a really dingy briefcase, and he said something like, "I knew one of these if you catch my drift."
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. May be heard.
You may.
This is an out-of-court statement used to show the proof, or assert the truth of the matter of the statement, Your Honor.
Okay, response.
Your Honor, we are not using this for the truth of the matter asserted, but rather the subsequent actions of Avery Bancroft herself.
Was Avery Bancroft the one who made the statement? Just not clear.
No, the one that made the statement was Chase Covington.
Okay. Do you have a response to that?
Yes, Your Honor. What they're using the statement to show is the proof of the matter is certain. They're not using it to, or they are not using this to show the subsequent actions of Mr. Bancroft. This is hearsay and inadmissible, Your Honor.
Response.
We are using this to show the subsequent actions because, if I may proffer, later in her testimony, she will show that Avery Bancroft then purchased a briefcase identical to the one that Chase Cummington had requested, which is a subsequent action.
Your Honor.
I'm going to overrule the objection for now. If they do not tie up that link to the subsequent actions, we raise your objection.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, do you want me to ask the question again? What did you see in the meeting?
Well, I didn't see much. I just saw this dingy briefcase Chase Cummington had, and he just said, I'd like a new one of these if you catch my drift.
Thank you. Did anything else happen after the meeting?
It was a few days later. I just got into work and I saw there was a package for Avery Bancroft, and it's my job to screen his mail. So I opened it and it looked like the briefcase Chase Cummington had, but it was brand new.
Objection, Your Honor. I re-raise my hearsay objection. May I be heard?
Sure.
Although she saw a briefcase in a package that was sent to Mr. Bancroft, there is no establishment that Mr. Bancroft was the one to buy this briefcase, acquire this briefcase in any way. This means that they cannot say that those are the subsequent actions of Mr. Bancroft himself, or Ms. Bancroft herself, and therefore is hearsay and inadmissible, Your Honor.
Response.
Man foundation.
Sure. Then your objection is sustained for now until you lay the foundation.
Move to strike until that foundation is laid, Your Honor.
I'll leave it on the record, and if they don't tie it up, then we'll strike it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, was there anything on this package that was delivered to Mr. Bancroft, such as a receipt or any form of purchase?
I didn't see a receipt, I just saw the address label that said Avery Bancroft.
Did you find this odd?
Avery Bancroft typically doesn't get mail sent to her, so no one's just assistant Corey Hyde, so I guess it was a little weird.
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor. I would like to re-raise my former objection.
To hearsay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Response.
We were attempting to lay the foundation that typically it was Corey Hyde that purchased these type of things, but this time it was Bancroft who had it delivered.
Do you have a response to the hearsay objection?
Of the hearsay objection, we do not believe that this is hearsay because we're trying to lay the proper foundation to avoid hearsay. With lack foundation, I believe.
Okay. I think at this point they've laid at least enough foundation that a reasonable jury could find that these were the subsequent actions, since it was specifically addressed to Avery Bancroft. So I'm going to let the statement stand and overrule your objection, but it is noted.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, continuing. Was the briefcase you saw the same briefcase in the meeting?
The briefcase that was delivered to Avery Bancroft was different. It was brand new. There's no wear and tear like Chase Cummington's briefcase.
So, to these two briefcases, there was a difference between them, correct?
I mean, I thought so. I like to consider myself a luggage professional. I've been working at the Blackbird Casino a while now, and I see all kinds of luggage. So I can tell the difference between the two. This old one was new.
Okay. Did you see these briefcases again?
The only time I saw them, I just got off work, and I was taking us to the VIP room. I heard that there was a big smoky there, and I saw Chase Cummington and Avery Bancroft playing blackjack. Briefcases were on the floor.
Okay. And not one but two briefcases, correct?
Yeah, I saw both briefcases.
Okay. And could you identify these two briefcases? What were they?
One looked like the old one I saw in the meeting. That was like, it was a little bit dingier. And then the new one looked just like the one I took up to Mr. Bancroft's office. Or, I'm sorry, Miss Bancroft's office.
Okay. And did anything else happen after this meeting?
Later, I actually saw Chase Cummington in the lobby with a brand new briefcase.
Okay. And when was this?
This was April 16th, the day before the Gambling Commission vote.
And on April 16th, did you see Mickey Keenan around?
I only saw him earlier the day. I never saw him like in the VIP room or in the lobby.
Okay. And in your experience, have you ever seen a negative interaction between Mickey Keenan and Avery Bancroft?
No.
Okay. And in your time at the casino, did you ever see Mickey Keenan threaten Avery Bancroft?
No, I always thought that.
Objection, Your Honor, leave the question.
Do you have a response to that?
Do not think it was leading, it was asking if she had ever seen a negative interaction between the two of them, such as a threat.
I think Rule 611 specifically disallows statements that presuppose a given answer. You're towing the line a little bit, so just make sure that you aren't offering her an answer with your question. But it's a rule for now.
In all this time, have you ever seen Avery Bancroft and Mickey Keenan have some sort of quarrel, argument, any sort of thing like that?
I don't think I saw anything like
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel?
Yes,